So, hello everyone. My name is Leilani Roebuck, and the speech that I'm doing is titled Rediscover Myself. Rediscovering myself meant realize that I never need to become someone new. I just need to reclaim the person I've always been beyond my disability. After I became disabled, I thought I had to become the version of Lily I remember right before getting shot. But that wasn't true. I had to learn who I was now after being shot and who I want to become because it wasn't about having to fit a definition, but it was about defining myself. I didn't want to trust the process like my friends and family were telling me. I, in fact, want to rush the process. At first, I tried to chase the old me, who moved freely, who had plans mapped out without any barriers in mind. I might have had problems beforehand, but it didn't look like calling to see whether someone was wheelchair accessible before going, looking for a ramp, or scheduling numerous doctor's appointments. I had to move differently, adjust to my new life circumstances. Rediscovery didn't happen overnight. It came in small moments of courage, like saying yes to going back to school, yes to new opportunities, yes to showing up in spaces that once felt out of reach. The idea of going back to school after becoming injured seemed unrealistic. I didn't think that I could do it, and I wasn't used to seeing people with physical disabilities in college. I wanted to and I deserved to have the same college experience just like anyone else. And I wanted to stop treating my accident like the ending of my life. And then while in college, I decided to study abroad, which became another pivotal moment in my life. It pushed me far outside my comfort zone. I had to navigate a new environment on my own, learn a new culture and customs, and constantly adapt. Barbados was not accessible, and the attitude towards people with disabilities was often dismissive. Being disabled looks different for everyone, and I want to explore the island, feel included in the community, even though that kind of inclusion was not commonly seen down there. But I had to advocate for my accommodations, and I didn't always see immediate change. When I spoke with the host university and others to support, I was told to appreciate the bare minimum. It means to feel like my assertiveness that advocating for myself was disrespectful. I was eventually invited to speak on Morning Barbados, the local news station, to shed light on the lack of accessibility and the ableism that I experienced. And through that, I learned something important. I am capable of anything that I put my mind to. Even when there wasn't space for me, I created space. This was only the beginning of many things that I can discover in life. I was always me. I was just too blinded by the pain to see it. I learned that rediscovering myself wasn't about getting rid of my disability, but I had to embrace it and become a different version of myself. So in the picture to the far left, turn at the top, when I was in like the black dress, I had my makeup done. That's when I had went out to eat with some of my friends. I put on makeup to kind of boost my confidence and just to celebrate something small. It was about like going on a job interview that I was pretty nervous about. I think it was my first like lead teaching interview, and I went really good, so I was happy. Then the second image when I was in the gray dress next to a lady in the blue sweatshirt, I was invited to a panel speaking about my nonprofit, which is dedicated to like youth violence prevention. And eventually I wanna create a space where we support individuals with disabilities. So that was a panel that I spoke at. And then I'm going back to the left under the picture in the black dress. I was practicing Welcome My King around my apartment complex. And then below that is a screenshot from the Morning Barbados interview I did. Above that, in the black blazer with the fur on the sleeve. That was from my college photo shoot when I graduated my bachelor's. And then the picture next to it was when I was in like my graduation gear. The photo under that, I work with this nonprofit where we mentor high school girls. So I was presenting an award at the gala. The photo above that is my graduation. The one next to it, but also holding a trophy in my wheelchair, actually led this fundraising event with a local nonprofit, which was the basketball event to raise funds so that I could study abroad. Below that, I was at an event called Queens Raising Queens, and I was just speaking to young ladies about what I went through. Below that, I went to go vote. Next to that, I was speaking at my college. I was the student speaker selected. Above that, I was invited to a government forum in Barbados where I met the prime minister. And then I think that's blue, in the blue dress, that was the picture of me in Barbados just shopping. The one next to it, I was at Rihanna Drive. The one below that is a picture of me and one of my favorite students, just to show you that you could still show up in spaces that you probably wouldn't even expect someone in a wheelchair to be. And thank you guys. That was kind of long. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Okay, first, how do you feel that went? What did you like? What do you think you'd like to improve?
I feel like it went great. I was trying to take the pauses that me and my mentor spoke about, but I did feel like I was kind of like out of breath. I hoping it sounded like I was like anxious. But that's how I felt on the inside.
I'm gonna let your mentor share now.
I think you did a great job. I loved the pauses that you took, especially when you highlight some of the small moments that you spoke about that really made a shift to you rediscovering yourself. So I just really loved it, and I hope you also feel good about it.
Thank you.
Giselle, I see a hand up. Feel free to join.
Hey, Alani. Did I say that correct?
Hi. Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to say, are you rah rah rah? One. Also, I'm from Newark and I just loved hearing your journey and your story and the pictures come together to tell that. Um, I guess maybe some of the story that you were telling, some of the pictures could have aligned with it if it was like a PowerPoint-ish type thingy to kind of weave it in together a little bit more. But I love the journey that you took us on through your speech and then the pictures that accompanied it. And just wanted to congratulate you for everything that you've accomplished. And I'm also Bayesian from Barbados, so I really resonated and saw myself in a lot of what you were speaking about. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I second that. I think you shared some really great parts of your story, and I am excited to see what you do next in advocacy and how you help others. Um,
Thank you.
you're welcome.